MacRory Cup quarter-final playoff, St Ronan's, Lurgan v Patrician, Carrickmacross. Today, St Paul's, Lurgan, 2 p.m. The last February's Danske Bank MacRory Cup quarter-final between St Ronan's, Lurgan and Patrician, Carrickmacross was one of the games of the championship, two teams really going at it from the start on a dark and damp night in Castleblayney. The minimum separated the teams in injury time when Sean Burns pulled a free wide, and that miss allowed St Ronan's to go on their history-making run to Croke Park. While last season's Lurgan side was fairly experienced, with quite a few of them playing in two previous MacRory semi-final defeats, this year's team is much changed. Midfielder Tiernan Kelly, centre-forward Adam Lowran and goalie Luke Mulholland are the only starters from last year, though Mark McAfee and Josh Magorn regularly came on as subs. Expectation was therefore not at the same level as a year earlier, and it would not have been a huge surprise when they went 9 points in arrears to OMA CBS by halftime in their opening group game. A second-half fight-back fell just short, but showed that there was potential, and that came through in the next games, a facile win over St Mary's CBGS and then a 2-9-0-10 win over the team they beat in the athletic grounds to claim the MacRory title last March. Goals from substitute Ethan Carney in the 53rd and 55th minutes sank MacRory felt and also placed St Ronan second in the group, something the management team would have grabbed with both hands pre-competition. But given last season's run, expectation has risen, and the possibility of a repeat derby with St Patrick's, Armagh in the next round is a nice carrot dangling in front of the Lurgan side. Carrickmacross are a dangerous opponent that rarely does particularly well pre-Christmas. This was the case 2 seasons ago when they came through to knock out the holders MacRory under lights in the Lou. The Monaghan Minor final featured 2 of the clubs from the Patrician hinterland. It went to a replay, and consequently the school's MacRory preparation was upset. Throw in a couple of red cards in the opening game with St Eunan's and they looked in bother. However, goals from Ryan Farrelly, 2, and Liam Ogmurray helped eke out a 3-7 to 3-5 win over St Paul's. Bestbrook and the Monaghan side played their best football in a 2-13 each draw with St Patrick's, Armagh in their final group game, with Sean Jones accounting for 0-9, including 3 frees. Jones was on target again with 1-3 as they swept past St Patrick's, Cavan, 4-8 to 1-7 in the elimination playoff at the end of November. With a bit more time to prepare for this game, Carrick should put it up to the holders. Liam Ogmurray, Jack McMahon, Ryan Farrelly and Donosh Swinburne are all in their 3rd year of MacRory football, and the team has scored 11 goals in 4 outings. There was also enough good team play in the game against a strong Armagh side in Crossmaglen to suggest that a rematch would be mouth-watering. Lurgan will need to call on everything they learned from last year to survive. MacRory Cup quarter-final playoff, St Macardans, Monaghan v Abbey CBS, Newry. Today, Emmy Vale, 2 p.m. Both St Macardans, Monaghan and Abbey CBS, Newry have probably exceeded expectation to reach this stage, but in different ways. After a poor group campaign, Abbey CBS lay at the bottom of the table with 3 straight defeats, a score difference of -25 and a scoring average of just 1-7. They then had to beat last year's beaten finalists St Mary's, MacRory felt, to stay in the competition. By contrast, the St Macardans' low point came earlier on in the same group as MacRory. Getting something from their other 2 games was high on their list of priorities. But trailing Holy Trinity, Cookstown in their opening game by 0-8 to 0-6 with just 4 minutes left, things looked ominous. However, Connor McHugh and sub Connor McChrystal levelled right on 60 minutes, and then goals from Loughlane, Power, penalty, and McChrystal in injury time provided an unexpected smash-and-grab act that gave them the momentum to beat Cavan by 3 points. The 5-12 to 1-11 defeat in their final league game against MacRory probably brought them back to earth, however. This particular age group had little experience of playing in the knockout stages through the school, although Gavin McPhillips, McChrystal, James Clerkin and Sean Trainer were all part of last year's team that defeated St Patrick's Academy 2-8 to 1-7 in a playoff, but didn't make the quarterfinal cut, going down by 1-8 to 1-4 against Oma CBS. Carl Gallagher, Lachlan Power, Michael Meehan and Chrissy Flood are others that have picked up experience at county level. Abbey's best performance probably came in the playoff with Magherafelt when they had extra players available after the Ranafist Cup campaign ended at the semi-final stage. One of those, the talented Ballyholland forward John McGovern, converted the penalty goal that took them through 1-7 to 0-9, and he will be a player that the SEM need to watch closely. 9 more from the team played at county level for either Down or Armagh last season, the more prominent being Orchard men Jamie and Paul Martin and Downs Jamie Lynch and Ronan McCarthy. That quality has not come to the fore before Christmas, but the playoff win over the Convent might just have kick-started their push and there could be a shock in store for Monaghan.